Let me ask you something. When did just surviving become so expensive? I mean, I remember a time when one income could pay the bills, keep food on the table, and even leave room for a little fishing trip on the weekends. Now, folks are working 60 hours a week just to stay above water. And the sad truth is it ain't getting better anytime soon. So today, I want to talk to you about why affordable housing, tiny homes, campers, old trailers, even sheds might be the only way out of this mess. Hey y'all, I'm Kevin, this is Ask PawPaw. Around here we talk about the kind of living that makes sense, not the kind that breaks your back or your bank account. Right now I'm building a tiny home for my daughter and grandson, paycheck by paycheck, just like a lot of you are doing. We're doing it without a loan, without a credit score check, and without the stress that comes with trying to meet somebody else's idea of success. And let me tell you, the deeper I get into this, the more I realize this ain't just about saving money. It's about finding a better way to live. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but do y'all remember how things used to be? I grew up in the South, a small town, dirt roads, neighbors who knew your name. My daddy worked a blue-collar job. He didn't make six figures, but he paid the bills and we had a roof over our head, we had heat in the winter, and we had a garden out back that kept the freezer filled. Nobody had a brand new car, but we had Sunday dinner, clean clothes, and our front porch swing. And now, the average price of a home in this country is over $400,000. Let that sink in. Rent sky high, groceries are borderline criminal, and I saw a 2x4 at the hardware store the other day for nearly $8. I almost had to lay hands on it like it was gold. And the worst part, the folks in charge act like we should just work harder. Like we haven't already been burning both ends of the candle just to make it to Friday. Well, I don't think the answer is to hustle more. I think the answer is to need less. We've been sold this dream, y'all. Big house, fancy cars, walk-in closets full of clothes that you don't even wear. But what they didn't tell us is that all that stuff comes with a price. And I don't just mean money. I'm talking stress, burnout, debt. How many of us have stayed in jobs that we hate just to keep paying for a lifestyle that we don't even enjoy anymore? I've been there, and it ain't just younger folks. I hear from retirees every week who say, "PawPaw, I did everything right. I worked hard, I raised my kids, I paid my dues, and I still can't afford to live." Listen, that's not your fault. That's a broken system. And maybe the smartest thing that we can do right now is step off the hamster wheel and build something simpler. So what does that look like? For me, it started with a tiny home. The first time I saw someone convert a shed into a livable home, I thought, now that makes sense. It ain't about living in a shoebox. It's about right-sizing your life to match your values, not your credit limit. A smaller house means fewer bills, less to heat, less to clean, less to fix. It also means more time for the grandbabies, more space in your brain, and more peace in your heart. My wife and I used to think we needed a bunch of stuff to feel safe. These days, I feel richer with a full pantry and a paid-off camper than I ever did with a pile of bills and a nice couch. And that peace, that breathing room, is why I think more folks are waking up and saying, I don't need more, I need different. Let's talk retirement for a second. If you're in your 50s or 60s and feel like you're behind, you're not alone. Most folks I know don't have $1 million nest egg. Heck, some barely have $1,000 in the bank. But here's the thing, you don't have to be rich to retire. You just need to be free. And freedom don't come from earning more, it comes from needing less. You can live well in a tiny house on a little plot of land with solar, a water catchment barrel, and a stocked pantry. You can build something that's yours, slowly, one step at a time. I've seen it, I'm doing it. So if you're feeling stuck, I want you to know that there are options. Maybe it's a shed from a local lot that you finish the inside of it yourself. Maybe it's an old camper that you fix up with a little elbow grease. Maybe it's an older mobile home parked on your cousin's land for now. Maybe it's just you taking back control of your life and saying, I don't need to impress anyone, I want to live free. That's what affordable housing really means. It's not just cheap, it's liberating. It gives you breathing room. It gives you dignity, and it gives you a chance. Y'all, this ain't about tiny homes or off-grid living just for the sake of doing it. It's about getting your life back. It's about being able to sit on your porch and breathe. It's about knowing that your bills are paid, your pantry's full, and you ain't beholden to anybody. That's what we're chasing around here. Not perfection, just peace. So if this spoke to you, I'd love to hear your story. Drop me a comment below. What's your plan? What are you dreaming? What are you building? And if you're ready to take the next step, get some tools to help you plan it all out. You can find a lot of those at my website, askpawpaw.com. Now listen, we're building smart, we're building slow, and we're building free. And I'd be honored to have you walk right alongside of us.